trying to get me.
Wow, that's like the perfect intro. I was just starting recording as you said that. So, you have made your Nagaraja character. You are ready to come into town, and, well, I have a question for you. What is your character's motivation for coming to this particular pack and trying to seek them out?
Um,
Like, it doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as, having heard about how awesome they are and trying to be part of this elite fuckfest.
he heard about a gargoyle that worked with them. He always wanted to see gargoyles and maybe study them, and maybe, I don't know, if the gargoyle died somehow, he could study the thing after it dies.
No, that works. That's good. That's really good. And then when you go in there, it's like too late and the gargoyle isn't there, but you're already trapped. Alright. So, alright. We are gonna, for the purposes of simplicity, assume that you have been a part of the Sabbat for a while. And that, I don't know, you occasionally consult people on necromancy, since that's your particular background or something. Or on medicine. In terms of resource anyway, I figured the best way would essentially be... Like, you're a Wikipedia kind of guy, you know? You answer questions about stuff that you know about. Yeah.
Also, maybe can help with getting rid of stuff like problems with bodies. Just call him, he goes there, and everything goes away.
Yeah, you're like a... Sure, then you're like an odd jobs man, like... You can help out in small ways, answer a few questions, that kind of thing, and, you get a bit of money coming in from that kind of work, you know? So, yeah, you would have, through the people you know, as part of that, been able to inquire as to how to find the pack you want to meet, and, people would have given you Sally's number, Sally would have told you where Jackalore lives, told you not to go in there because the place is trapped as fuck, they checked. you know.
Basic stuff
Yeah,
that
all
everybody
that.
knows.
Yeah, the basic stuff that everybody knows and only Jackalore thinks is sacred. Stuff like that, yes. So, as per ancient tradition, you are a town over, and you need to come on over here. So, what do you have? First of all, give me a roll for your blood pool. If you roll 5 or above, you'll also have a small plastic container with, human flesh that you as a Nagaraja need. Enough for, one day. Okay. So, you would have 13 blood points and 1 flesh point, as per the description of your clan. Okay, so you have some resource and we have eased up on the requirements somewhat, since getting into Toluca has gotten easier in some ways. But, give me a luck die. 6 or above, you have some sort of transportation like a moped or a crappy car that, alright. So, you have 2 points of resource. What kind of transportation would you like?
Just let me look at his picture and think what would he drive.
Can he drive? He can drive. Oh my.
Yeah, I'm smart. I always think I should take one out of drive because getting into town needs it. Mm. I think he would have an old classic car, like I don't know too much about cars, but
Keep in mind
you
that
get the
with
idea.
2 points of resources, um, you are essentially on the line between middle class and being poor, you know?
Yeah, it's an old car, not in very good condition, but still very usable. Not an expensive classic car.
Okay, and
Something a little bit more fancier than a Beetle.
okay, it's not a Beetle. Congratulations, you have a car. You've had it for a while now. Like a decade plus, but it still runs somehow. You can also have a light pistol for the purposes of self-defense. This is so that I don't feel bad about screwing you over, Bacon. Because you don't technically have a chance to fight back. Speaking of, actually, something we didn't cover. Specialities. Did you have things in mind for those?
And manipulation conjurer of facts. I always find it useful.
Okay.
Occult, I only have two, so I don't think that he should have any specialization on that.
Like on 2, it's on the edge. Like you could pick something, but generally, I suppose that 3 might make more sense. You can pick something if you want, essentially.
Yeah, it would be necromancy.
So essentially, the world of the dead.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, that
and
works.
I don't know how this intelligence stuff would fit, but book knowledge. Yeah, book knowledge
Okay.
for intelligence.
And firearms and intimidation.
Oh, firearms would be pistols.
Okay.
Intimidation. I had never had on intimidation, I think, but let's see what could I have.
I'm trying to find it. Okay, their specialities are veil threats, pulling rank, physical coercion, blackmail, or the internet, strangely enough.
Oh, I like the internet. What
Except you
does it
don't
do?
have computers.
Oh,
That's like, hey bitch, this is gonna be on YouTube tomorrow if you don't shut up.
seems effective.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I like the idea of physical coercion if you're gonna be torturing people.
Yeah, I was thinking on that. Actually, I don't understand what uterus means, so I'm going for physical coercion.
Alright. I do hope you're writing these down somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, good. Alright then. You have your car. You're ready to roll out. What would you like to do? You haven't been ambushed yet.
I'm getting close to town.
Well, you're on your way.
Um, I just continue driving, not breaking any laws,
Uh huh.
traffic laws, you know.
Give me a perception alertness roll. At the 6.
Uh, I would have Auspex activated.
While driving when anyone could have high beams blast into your face.
I forgot that people drive at night. No. I mean, this time I have 4 dice of perception. That's 4 times better.
Don't worry, that too spells your doom already.
Yep, nothing. Everything's alright.
Okay, the first the first thing you notice being wrong is smoke coming out from the hood of your car. What would you like to do?
I would pull up the car on the corner of the road, go check it.
Okay, let me... It occurs to me... Okay, radiator, engine cooling. I'm just wondering if the steam gets hot enough to fuck someone up. We're gonna say that it does, but that you're able to pull back quickly enough that you're not scalded. Because don't worry, I have more planned. I don't need to burn you just yet.
Great.
There is just a vast cloud of steam that comes out. Looks like it's broken. Again.
Could I roll intelligence, I don't know, science, to know what's wrong with the car? Intelligence drive.
Generally, you can roll witchcraft at 7 to try and patch it up well enough to keep going.
Okay, so 4 dice at 7.
Yes, it would be 6 if you had a dot of craft.
Yeah, but I'm confident on that. Come on, dice gods.
Okay, that is enough to patch the hole in the radiator, to slowly, in the palms of your hands, just pour some water from a ditch into the radiator. You're relatively sure you should be very, very careful with this until you can get it fixed properly.
Yeah. I think he was already careful with his old car.
Okay. You're about... Well, I'd say you were about 10 minutes of driving out of Toluca, but it's gonna be more like 15 or 20 now, because you have to go much slower. Unless you want to just go for it.
No, I don't want to blow up my car yet.
Okay. As you are going into town, do you have awareness?
Yes.
Okay, since you do possess Auspex, it's gonna be at difficulty 8. This is a long-term thing. It doesn't depend upon whether your Auspex is active, it depends on whether you have Auspex. For those that don't have Auspex, it would be Perception Awareness at 9.
Okay, so... Perception awareness at 8.
Yes. Okay. As you're going into town, you feel almost like a weight settling over you. It's almost as if you feel the power of the curse and the displeasure of God at the monstrosity that you are more strongly here.
Nah, what could possibly go wrong?
I mean, surely it's nothing, right? Okay. You are crossing the city limits, and you can now hear sounds coming from the car. It's not gonna last long. You're probably gonna have to find a place to park it if you don't want it to just die in the middle of the street.
Any gas stations around?
Uh, let's take a look at the Toluca map. So, there's some in town probably, but they would probably attract, a car just being parked there for days until you could recover it would probably attract attention. You could try to make to one. And I don't know, ask someone to tow it to a service.
No, just park on the border of the town.
Okay. You do have stealth, so why don't you give me a wit stealth roll to see if you can find an out-of-the-way corner for that. Just normal difficulty.
Oh, actually, 7, not 6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There is this abandoned manor. Nobody seems to go there anymore. Parking inside the ground seems like a very safe thing to do.
Such a nice place. Maybe I should live there.
I mean, someone blew up like a third of it, but other than that, it seems to be in prime condition.
Yeah.
Okay. Bacon.
Yeah.
Roll a luck die. Okay. Let's see. Let me take a look at what I have prepared under the various beasties. Yeah, I think this is appropriate. So, roll perception alertness for me at difficulty 6. Is your Auspex active?
I think that after parking the car would be active.
Okay, then roll at 5. Okay! Bacon, if this kills you, I'm gonna laugh at you forever, just so you know.
I mean, how much time it passed yet? Let's see if I die in less than 30 minutes. I have a record to break.
So that's an extra 3. Okay. So that's an extra 3. Roll Soak versus 2 lethal, as something launches itself at you from the shadows.
So, yeah, have a lot of those.
Okay. The cat latches onto your throat and starts ripping. Oh, magnificent. Oh, oh God. That's
Just let me see some necromancy powers. Mm,
Are you gonna necromance the cat?
fuck cat.
I mean, you could try and shoot it.
Yeah, the thing on my neck. Very effective. Shooting a cat.
Well, you're not technically considered grappled. It's more like, it's in your face and clawing at you kind of thing, you know?
I need to spend willpower for Wither. Yes.
Do
I
you
need
want to
spend
spend willpower to defeat the cat? I mean, that was the ambush round, right? You can probably just heal through this, right?
I can heal through things for turn, but I want to do something very stupid. The cat bited me. I will bite back with my sharp teeth.
Okay, well, since the cat isn't restraining you, but you are technically in each other's face, make a dex... Well, actually, at this point, we're in initiative. It's not a goal, ignore that. I'm ignoring the potency it in theory would have if it was a goal. It's just a normal cat. And now they put a token down for you.
Oh,
Surely you can beat that bacon, right?
yeah. I think I go first.
Yes, by 1 point.
I'm
Okay.
great.
The cat is gonna attack you again.
Just let me see. Spend one willpower and I would be totally safe. I mean,
What do you mean spend 1 willpower? You want to go for necromancy?
yeah, rigor mortis. I spend one willpower, intelligence medicine at difficulty 7, and I freeze the cat for X number of turns.
Let me look that up. Because that might be just versus vampire. Oh no! Living or undead body!
Yeah,
You can do that if you want.
I mean, a while back, a cool guy called, it was Kimstar? It was Kimstar, that bravely fought against a dog and almost died.
I mean, that was a dog. You rolled high on your luck die. If you had rolled low, I would have sicked like 2 dogs on you, like a 1 or a 2. This is relatively harmless compared to how bad it could have been.
Yeah,
Of
I
course,
think the
with
safer thing is biting back the cat.
well,
And healing, and trying to heal my wounds at the same turn.
do you feel like you have to? The cat won't have much health. I think they have like 3 or 4 levels before they're incapped.
Just for being sure, I mean, if I miss the attack and the cat wound me to mauled or crippled. Let's be logical about this. There is a cat, you are the storyteller. I'm going to get fucked.
Yes, potentially by multiple attacks. You're not at Jackalors yet.
Would I need to spend willpower for doing that? No, right? I'll just bite back the cat and try to heal myself during the fight.
You
Just
would
1 point.
have to roll stamina and
Survival.
survival, yes. So at difficulty 8. So if you could succeed at that, no, you don't need to spend willpower for it.
Difficulty 8 is a lot.
I
I
know.
just bite the cat.
Okay, then roll for it. At 7, since it's a small target.
Yeah, I should have buffed my dexterity, but fuck it. 5 dice. Difficulty 7.
Okay.
Okay, so strength plus anything or just base strength?
Strength plus 1 for fangs.
Okay, so it's 6 damage.
Yes, it would be. Oh, you fucker. Unfortunately for you, and cats do have some willpower. Right, the base willpower for house cat is 3. So, we'll take one of those down for ignoring wound penalties. Oh, roll high, fucker. Well, shit, son. The cat, now that you've heard it, is absolutely crazy. It's gonna keep trying to. You know what? Yeah, fuck you. It's gonna try and get at your eyes. What would
Usually the reaction of an animal when something almost instantly kills you is to try to run away or pretend to be dead.
yes, bacon. I know. I was gonna let
Just,
you roll
just
intelligence to realize that after the fight.
oh,
But you're right, that isn't normal.
great. I think I go for another hit at the cat,
Okay.
but I will buff before I buff dexterity once. Yeah, just once.
Actually, let me check. Did you remember that you're at -1 for your attack previously?
Oh, no. Yeah, need to reroll that.
I could forgive that for you, but no. This is about suffering. You're trying to come into town. There is a
Reroll?
tradition to uphold, yes. I'll just refund the cat the willpower point if it's not hurt badly enough to need it.
4 dice. Put 7.
Okay, so that would be a much weaker hit.
Yeah. Well, possibly could do the same amount of damage.
Yes, potentially.
But probably not.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna keep the cat at having spent the willpower, cause well, fuck you. And fuck the cat, and you can't really control it, and whatever. But you wanted to attack it again and buff this time.
Yeah. So this time would be 5 dice.
You just want to buff by 1?
Yeah, that's the first enemy. I don't want to be hungry and frenzy and then find the hunters, the last 3 remaining.
Oh no. The Ave Maria comes tomorrow, Bacon.
Oh, okay.
I was planning on having Demi run into them.
So, I do the next roll?
Yes. Yes, please.
Please kill the kitty.
Kitty! Okay, you may roll your attack.
It's dead.
It's not. It's twitching feebly on the ground, hissing at you.
Okay, so I finish him.
Describe this scene as you vanquish your fallen opponent.
He just hold the kitty's paws for him not to scratch him and just bite his neck off with his sharp teeth, ripping the head and spitting on the ground. I'm a monster.
I know. Roll intelligence at 7.
Good thing I'm not on humanity.
Oh, that is glorious. I was gonna look at the specializations, but that is glorious. Seems like perfectly ordinary cat.
Yeah.
I mean, they hate vampires who don't have the powers over animals, right?
It makes sense.
And you kind of came into its territory anyway, so... I mean, really, you know, can you blame it?
He knows a lot of kangaroo that would do the same. They also look like street cats.
Well, sometimes. So the manor is still there. It looks very abandoned. Would you like to go inside?
No. He will first find a place and then ask about the huge manor that is partially destroyed.
Okay.
Who knows what was in there? I mean, this guy is smart. He won't walk to the weird mansion that is destroyed that could possibly be the lair of something or someone.
Okay. So you want to find like a gas station to ask?
About what? The manor?
Yeah. And
No. He will ask the guys from the pack that he will try to join.
Okay, so you set out for Jackalors on foot. Is there any specific way you want to go about that? Any precautions you want to take?
He will go in like almost stealth mode, trying to not find people on the street and stuff like that.
Okay. Then give me wit stealth. Keep in mind, you're still at the -1.
No, he would probably heal after the fight with the cat.
Okay.
So already took the blood.
Okay. Alrighty then.
So with stealth, I have 7 dice. Difficulty 6.
Yes.
Nope.
Roll perception alertness. At 5. Wow. You know, it's not that late. There's still a few people out here, and nothing seems out of the ordinary. I mean, people seem a bit scared, eyeing the passerbys suspiciously, you know? But that's normal for Sabbat Town.
I mean, he is wearing a what is the name of this on the picture? A suit maybe?
Yeah.
Uh, Something that would sound more like someone important or maybe a thief that's trying to be classy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
not anything too wrong.
Okay. I'm gonna make a roll your aspect rating. Actually, no, make it openly. Um, Difficulty of 7.
Aspect rating?
Yes.
Oh, great.
You know, you're pretty sure that this area is thoroughly controlled. It seems like a good idea to just head straight for Jackalors. You know, rather than trying to avoid it, because that would look suspicious, you know, to the local vampires. It's probably them watching you anyway.
Yeah.
Well, oh shit. Yeah, the hunters are, really paranoid these days. He would just back off and report the lair he found. Congratulations. You
What I
just
did.
you just led hunters to Jackalor's Haven.
I mean, it's not like everybody knew. Just a
Well,
matter of time till they find the weird place that the hobo died once that is full of traps and
oh
stuff
yes.
like that.
Funny thing is, if you hadn't tried to avoid notice, it would have probably been fine. But since he beat you, he figured out that you were trying to avoid attention. But congratulations, you've made it into town, and you didn't die to the cat. And you managed not to
Think
get
so?
trapped in the wilderness. You hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, you arrive at the place, you faintly hear voices from inside, muffled by stuff. Can't make anything out, but there's people in there. And that's where we'll pick off next session. With you arriving shortly after their priest bit it. So,
Great.
yeah, this is gonna be the same night.
It was incredibly successful.
Well, let's
Not,
be fair. There was the oh shit moment where a cat came flying out at you.
yeah, but I did not fuck up everything this time.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. I
Yeah.
mean, only one time I did good when I came over the city. That was with John. That the car had the tracker and I just got an amazing roll and sent the car walking alone through the street.
Mm-hmm. Well, the dice were with you. If you had gotten trapped out in the wilderness, you would have run into a lot more animals. You managed to, despite failing to notice that the car was getting fucked, you know, you managed to patch it up afterwards.
I I like to think that he did that before on the car.
Sure. But, yeah. Well, that's, what's his name? God damn it.
Andrej, Andrej.
Andrej, walking, getting into town. Yeah, you pronounce that as a Y.
Ah, I don't speak barbaric languages besides English, so I don't know too much.
Uh-huh. Anyway, yeah, I will continue with this tomorrow. Congratulations, you're not dead. There's just some cat blood and guts on your suit, but other than that, I mean, it's black, it's hard to see in this light.
Ah, I'm going to the back of some very successful people, so they probably can get me a new one.
Assuming that they're gonna give you anything.
Ah, they need me. I think they just have a new open place for a priest.
Thing is, you're not a
Besides,
priest. You
yeah,
don't have
I
any
don't know any
rituals.
ritual.
You could try to become one, but that would essentially take time. But
But
yeah,
nice.
I'm gonna wrap up the introduction video here. Bacon actually managed to do well. Congrats, Bacon. And, well, tomorrow then.